EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
So at 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go. At their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Locke. It's complete to Lockett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Locke. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. That one good good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lock now on first down. He completes this to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Lock's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Into the red zone, it's Lock. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Lock gonna throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimum.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first and 10, Stafford taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Lock's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Block now to throw. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson, Smith, and Jigbo. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going right back to Smith and Jigbo. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they got it 1st and 10. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 22. Hey, 50.
Stafford. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Broken. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Locke. Short throw to Disley. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Locke off a play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on third down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here, 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now a give, right side. It's Morgan. He can't get him down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wagner. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Off play action. Watkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Watkins. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Gibson here running out of the gun. this one inside the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Morgan, he gets away from one. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Wagner. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Watkins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
How about this? And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 56 yards. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason. Is that their lead?
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Big strides, look at him go. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A lock in the Seahawks now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw it is Lock. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On play action, Lock. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wagner. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's a second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Watkins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Rams 17.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Dietrich Wise Jr. drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st and 10, Watkins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. In motion left, Hardman. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. He's to the 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Walker. And he's across the track in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Stafford slow here, hauled in by Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Stafford on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And now off to the races down the right side. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. An even 90 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Lock now on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st down at Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
40 got. 40 got. Zebra.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
59.
Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Back to throw. Watkins. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.